Mackey Motors in Lake City is the place to find new and certified used vehicles, along with a knowledgeable and helpful sales staff. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City.
Carroll Boys 4x200 relay joining us here today. We're at the Tiger Night. Let's talk with Remy Richardson, who got things underway for him here today. A little windy, a little cool right now compared to what it was earlier today. How'd you get warmed up? How'd you get ready to go?
I just did my basic normal stretches. I did some leg swings with some A skip and B skip. I really just tried everything to get my legs warmed up. I did some high knees and other stuff like that.
Feel pretty good coming into the race today?
I felt a little anxious, a little nervous, but I feel like that for almost every race.
How quickly did it go away once the gun went off?
Well, since I have the wind pushing me forward, it kind of helped a little bit, but overall it felt pretty good.
Feel like you got out of the blocks pretty well?
Yeah.
Take us through that start when the gun went off. How'd you feel? How'd you feel maybe that first 50 to 100 meters?
I felt pretty good. That first 100 felt amazing, and then the last 100 probably was my worst.
Your worst, you said? What was
Probably
it?
not my worst overall, but like total, it was probably my worst.
Okay. What was it that made it not so strong for you tonight, do you think?
I don't know. Just probably the cold conditions.
Okay. How was the handoff with Colby?
It was pretty good.
You guys pretty comfortable with handoffs with each other?
Yeah, we're pretty comfortable with handoffs.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you joining us here today. Best of luck.
Yep.
Let's move over now to Colby Christianson, who is set to join us here. And Colby, you had that second 200. How'd you feel like the handoff went? How'd you get to a start after that?
It felt pretty good. I thought, we've been working on trying to get going before we get the baton to cut time. And I felt like we did a little bit better job of that, but I thought I got going pretty good. I'd say my first 150 was pretty good, but then that last 50 I started the wind, and I just kind of started to run out of gas.
Did you go out a little too quick, or did you go out kind of the way you wanted to then?
Usually I just try and run as fast as I can, whole 200, but when the wind's blowing in your face, obviously that's going to take a toll on you. So, I just felt a little more winded than I usually did.
When did you start to feel the wind?
Probably with 50 or 75 left. The curve wasn't too bad, and the first 25 or 30 on the straight wasn't too bad, but the last 80 I started to feel that.
How did you feel like you closed out? That last 10, did you dig down and kind of find a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. Just try and finish the race, giving everything that you have left, and that's what I try and do every race.
What do you got coming up yet tonight?
4x4.
I tell you what, get some rest for that and best of luck.
Yep, thank you.
You bet. Let's move over now to Zack Troutman, who found out today that he was going to be in the 4x200. Tori Feldman not able to run here tonight. So how did you get mentally ready for a couple of different events and then this one here tonight?
Tori couldn't go, so Coach told me I was going to be in the shuttle and the 4x2 for him, and I kind of just do whatever I can for the team and help them out. And I've ran the 4x2 before, so I just took it like it was any other race, tried to make it as normal as possible, and I think I did an okay job of it. Just had to step up for the team.
Did you, Colby, and Zach kind of get a chance to work on handoffs ahead of this today?
Yeah, we did right before the meet started, just to get a little comfortable because I hadn't worked with these guys all year yet. So, good to get a couple of handoffs in there before we started.
I thought the handoff with Colby, I saw it looked really comfortable and really good. How did you feel about it?
Yeah, I felt good. He said get out early, and I tried my best to do it because I know he comes in with a lot of speed. So I got out real good, and I felt I was going at pretty good speed as soon as I got the baton, so I thought the handoff was pretty good.
Take us through that first curve then. How did everything feel for you coming out of it?
Right away it felt good. You always try to push the curves and try to get out to a real good start. That first 100 feels real good. You get to that 150 mark, and you got to start digging and pushing as much as you can. So, but start out, I felt real good.
How much you have left for that last 50?
Just whatever I had left. I gave it everything I got. I wasn't dying or anything. I just knew I had to get the baton to Zach as fast as I could, so I just dug down and gave it everything I got.
How was the handoff with Zach?
It was okay. It wasn't great, but I kind of expected that because we only practiced it 1 or 2 times, but it was all right. I think we got it out at a good time, so that's all that matters.
Kind of like being that jack of all trades for this team?
That's who I got to be. I guess. It's no problem with me. I'll do whatever they want because if no one else wants to, I guess I will, and it's no problem with me.
Well, I tell you what, Jack, appreciate you joining us. Great job today.
Thank you.
Let's move over now to Zack Dirks, who ran the last 200 here today of that 4x200. Zach, Jack just said handoff not great, but how did you feel once you got going?
I felt pretty good. That first curve was kind of rough, going straight into the wind. A little cold, so it took me a little bit to get warmed up. But then on that back straight, I felt pretty good. I was gaining speed.
As the first three guys were running, you knew you had that curve and in the wind. How were you trying to keep yourself loose? How were you trying to keep yourself warm?
Just doing sprints, keeping jumping around, keeping my legs warm, keeping them moving, not standing or sitting anywhere.
As you got out of the wind, were you kind of like, okay, let's go?
Yeah.
Take us through that last 7,500 meters.
Well, it was kind of rough. I was just trying to stride out. My legs were getting kind of tired from the cold, and I was trying to catch up to the first three people out in front of us and try and get that first place finish. But
you made a move on the guy. You almost got the guy in third. You were gaining on him late. Was that kind of the goal as you saw him, and did you feel yourself getting closer?
Yeah, I felt like I was getting closer, but I didn't have enough room, didn't have speed, I guess. But yeah.
What's the potential of this 4x2 team? I know you didn't have Torrey tonight, but with Torrey or without him, what's the potential, do you think, of this 4x2?
Pretty good. I think we got a good chance making it to state, maybe placing at state, because we could probably get our time down a little more, get a little better handoffs. But yeah, I think we got a pretty good shot.
Well, I tell you what, Zach, appreciate you joining us. Great job tonight.
Thank you.